Oh, hello. Let me ask you, and I'm gonna eat some apple chips here while we talk. I hope that's okay with you. So, in business, and in life in general for that matter, there's typically always something that we are dreading, right? We know it needs to be done, but we avoid doing it because, quite frankly, it's uncomfortable. And we as human beings, we have the tendency to avoid uncomfortability. It's very, very normal. We all have that. But in business, there is almost this magic rule that the more you do what you don't like, the more success you will see. And then, of course, as you progress and as you have more success, slowly but surely you can afford to delegate those tasks that you don't like doing. And that's a nice feeling, and you should actually aim to get there as soon as possible. But it'll take you a while. And until you get there, you need to focus on that thing that you don't like doing a lot. Because it's probably something very essential in your business, such as bookkeeping or sales calls or creating content or drafting legal documents or tracking metrics. All these kinds of tasks are very important. And as a matter of fact, everything in a business is important, as you know, but the thing is that what you dislike most is what happens least often. And that is a problem. If you love sales calls, of course you're gonna be on sales calls a lot. But most people don't like them too much. How about you? What we see often in one of the businesses that I own several businesses, but one of the businesses that I own is basically a coaching business for online visibility on LinkedIn and also business strategy. And in order to be seen online, you need to, of course, create content, but nowadays, very powerful if you don't want to be part of the what I call the white noise, which is the content that is primarily text-based and image-based, and most likely was generated by AI in today's day and age. If you want to stand out from that sea of white noise, you have to start being comfortable creating video content, and beyond that also maybe hosting live events. It's very powerful because if you do that, then you stand out from the sea of white noise. And what happens there is that all of a sudden you will have mini fans, you will have followers, people who like your teachings, people who like your ideas. And as you publish your content often enough, all of a sudden, out of the blue, very effortlessly, people will reach out to you. We call that an inbound lead. Now, I recently spoke to a very seasoned business owner. This lady has headed multi-million-dollar businesses. She knows what she's doing. She's a board member at so many prestigious organizations. But for whatever reason, she really never placed any emphasis on having online visibility. She preferred flying under the radar in terms of social media, any kind of social media. And there's nothing wrong with that. I understand that very well. I understand why you would do that. But it is probably because, she might have had so many reasons for doing so, right? But is also probably because she did not enjoy creating content, let alone content on video. That is very likely. A lot of people we work with actually say, well, I am too old to be on video, I'm not eloquent enough, I can't do the video editing, I can't afford video editing. And I'm here to tell you that is all of secondary importance. Because if what you have to convey is relevant and helpful to your audience, it doesn't matter what quality your video is. It doesn't matter whether you have a video editor or not, what type of camera you have or not. That's actually why I decided to take one of my DJI minis. No, this is a DJI Action, actually, the first generation, to record this in a background that is not ideal, but that's kind of my background, and with me eating apple chips. Now, I will tell you, if you are interested in having a little bit of help to overcome specifically that problem of being visible on camera and just making sure that you have a little bit of an online presence, a personal brand, then one of the businesses that I own, I can definitely help you there. And you just have to go to the website address yougrow.club, yougrow.club, and then you can see what might be upcoming to help you. But let's go back to doing the things you don't like to do in your business. So what I recommend is a strategy called eating the frog. And since I'm a vegan, we're actually not going to eat a frog, but we're going to eat a smelly mushroom, okay? So every morning I go to my office and I have a list of tasks, both tasks that are repetitive in nature, but also tasks that I just need to knock out once. And every morning when I go to my office, I take one of these tasks and I tell myself, today you're going to start the day by eating the smelly mushroom. Because as soon as I have done that, I know that now I'm ready to focus all my energies and all my enthusiasm as well on tasks that I actually like and enjoy doing. And it is important that for the most part, what you do, you enjoy. That's quite important. But the other stuff still needs to get done. And yes, it should be a goal for you to delegate that as fast as possible. All right? But at the beginning, or maybe not so much at the beginning, maybe years in, there's still a lot of things that you need to do on your own. And by the way, the very act of delegating might be something you don't like. Because in order to effectively delegate, you need to give good instructions. And in order to give good instructions, you need to have good documentation. Now, a tip that I can give you nowadays with AI, it's a little bit easier to create documentation. You can actually just screen record and give a narrative as to what it is that you do on a repetitive basis. For example, maybe when a certain email comes in from a certain vendor, that email needs to get placed in a specific folder, and then there needs to be a PDF exported and placed in a different folder. Those kind of things are very easily documented nowadays by doing it once yourself and then using artificial intelligence to help you extract the instructions. Very easy to do. And it's one of those things where you invest a little bit of time now, and then down the road, you have huge returns. Of course, this also applies to your mental health, not just your business health, but your mental health, your physical health. Actually, a lot of things that are true in business are also true at the gym, right? There's so many things we need to do. First of all, we need to go there, then we need to have a good balance between lifting weights. We need to not skip leg day. We need to do cardio. and all of that. So the reason I'm telling you this is because I have achieved quite some success. I mean, you tell me if leading $1 million business is successful or not. I have achieved that, but I have achieved it because I also was willing to do the things that I don't quite enjoy as much. Now, if you're very smart, of course, you are going to enter in a field where 95% of what you need to be doing, you actually do enjoy. That sets you up for success. If the majority of the tasks related to your business are things that are not enjoyable to you, you actually have a little bit of a problem. It's very hard to succeed in such an environment. Some people can make it happen with a very strong team, but most people is a lost cause. Okay, so I'm actually very interested in hearing what kind of businesses what kind of tasks in your business you enjoy doing, and what kind of tasks you dislike doing. So if many of you put that in the comments, you'll actually see that what one person likes, someone else's dislikes, and vice versa. And that is actually very good, because we need to understand that we can find people who can help us with the things that we dislike, because that is precisely what someone else loves doing all day long. There's all kinds of people out there, and in order to build a great team, you need to find people who enjoy what they're doing. And then you couple that with, treating people right, making sure that at least on the employee perspective, there's a certain balance between work and life. And then you're golden. Then that's the recipe for you to make it happen. That's my thought for today. Don't forget to place your ideas in the comments, and then I'll see you again very, very soon on this platform.